So your legs are tired from working out, huh?
Yes.
You know what the best thing is for sore legs?
More suffering.
More exercise. Let's hit it.
Welcome back to SFRE. Many times we have been asked the question, well, almost every time you mention what we're doing. The first question is, you have 5 kids? And the second question is, where do they go to school? And I say, we homeschool, and I use the term we very loosely because this guy does most of it.
Have a good day.
Thank you. So we are a family of 7. We've been homeschooling for 9 years now, and that was something we decided to do before we went on this journey, but it's definitely made the journey easier, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, no doubt. Not just easier, but more beautiful to be able to incorporate what we're doing with travel into the curriculum. It's kind of a win-win.
Yeah, it's something it's always been a dream of ours to be able to road school or world school, so to speak. I would read about families that had a sailboat and they traveled to Egypt while they taught about ancient Egypt. And although California is not quite so exciting.
Yeah, it's glamorous, but it's not quite pyramids.
Right. But we still get to work things into our everyday homeschool, road school life.
Yeah.
So we are going to show you a little snippet of how our day begins. A few of you have asked about our daily routine. And although I always seem to forget to videotape this, I just want to walk you through the house at 9 o'clock in the morning. This is what we're doing. I'm ready for work and ready to go, but I don't have to go quite yet.
Blue, yellow.
Have
Blue, yellow.
one son.
Blue, yellow. What's the stem that repeats?
Working on math.
And which one says blue, yellow?
I have another one working on history.
Yeah.
Greek art,
Because you
to be
read
specific.
what says blue, yellow, and then you tell me.
I'm making dinner, and
You have to tell me first.
they have had to remove themselves from the kitchen island because of the smell of the onions. I don't blame them. And so this is our morning, and my daughter is steadfastly working on her math. As you see, I'm sure she's just setting up her phone for some nice listening music.
No, it's the video.
Oh, sorry. Online, that's the catch. You put them in online school and they can actually use their devices to watch their lectures. So she's actually doing her work. So we have the best kids. So that's our morning so far. One of the things that we want to do everywhere that we go is bring an element of service or giving back to the community that we are currently residing in.
And engagement too, like training our kids to, and the family, I mean us too, we can just kind of zone out, but training us all to keep our eyes open to what the needs are around us,
Yeah,
and then engaging those.
Situational awareness, which children are just naturally born to do. They'll ask. Kate will pass somebody on the street and be like, doesn't he have a home? It's just foreign coming from the community that we were in to seeing it once, twice, maybe even more a week. So they are naturally asking questions, wanting to know how to give back. That's the beautiful thing about kids, and they bring us along.
They want to help. And so we're creating ways for them to engage. You may have seen in a previous episode where we participated with the St. Vincent de Paul in their ongoing effort to feed the homeless.
Thank you, Dee.
That wasn't quite enough. They wanted to do more, so we came up with a way to do that on a regular basis.
Very small, but it's something we can do every day.
At the dollar store, putting together goodie bags, my kids decided it was just too important not to do something else after going out on the Feed the Folks in the Street project, and they're like, Dad, we need to put together bags that we can give away when we see people who need stuff in the street. So that's what I'm doing today. And I feel pretty good about the items we picked out. It's kind of tough to decide, what's going to be most helpful when you're living in the street. A box of goodies to make about 10 goodie bags or so, and then we'll get feedback and probably do this again. I think our kids are going to love it.
So much of our curriculum is book and electronic, and that's indoor. So we counter that with getting out. Tomorrow we're going to head over to famous carousel, and then eventually hit the Griffith Observatory. Yeah. And the carousel's pretty neat and special to us because it's the origin of Disney World, Disney, which is a place where we've made a lot of
many memories. Yeah, it's special to us. It's something so awe-inspiring to know that Walt Disney himself was there with his daughters. I'm sure we'll talk about that as we video, but basically it's the birthplace. It's where his imagination took hold, and he said, wouldn't it be great to have a place where kids and adults could play together? So that's why visiting this particular carousel in Griffith Park is important to me.
We are at the carousel where Walt Disney envisioned the whole kit and caboodle.
This is where he envisioned Disneyland, because he was sitting here with his daughters.
Wow. But this wasn't his.
No, this is just the place where he took his girls.
That looks pretty fast. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm up for this.
After that, we're going to pop over to the observatory. The Griffith Observatory is amazing because it allows us as road schooling parents to engage our kids at their grade level. That's one of the goals, is to choose adventuring experiences that allow us to engage our kids at their maturity level. And places like this allow you to do that all in one stop.
Yeah, it just allows the children to connect the dots. Like we were, I think it was Eli was looking at Greek history, And then we went to the Getty Center where all of these, and he made the connection of, oh, we just saw that, and I
just read about that, and here it is. And
it makes the history, it makes the science, it makes everything come to life, and we really are honored to be able to do that.
So the Griffith Observatory is right across from the Hollywood sign in the Santa Monica Mountains, and we'll eventually make it over there too on another day to the Hollywood hike, but we're pumped about the observatory and everything we get to learn and experience there.
The hike was not my favorite. You have to be geared up on these hikes when you have a family and you're really just not in the mood to go on a hike.
Sometimes we hide it well. By we, I mean you. And sometimes
other days
we don't.
That was not my shining. You'll notice there's not a lot of video on this particular hike. I wasn't feeling it. It just wasn't my jam that day. It's okay. We just started hiking when we went to New England. You may remember some of those hikes that we took. They were gorgeous, beautiful. This hike is dusty and long.
But you've got an app that helped us in New England that you used again for the Santa Monica Mountains. What's the name of that app?
Yes. So if you are new to hiking, experienced, but you're just in a new area, we use the app called All Trails. It is fantastic because you can plug in where you are and it will show you all kinds of apps, how easy it is, if it's kid friendly, if it's easy, moderate, if it's dog friendly. It has all kinds of,
that's a lot of info.
It's fantastic. If you can run on it, if you can watch birds, check it out. If you're an outdoor person at all, or if you're not and you want to pick the easy hikes like some of us, this is the app for you. Just a little helpful tip.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
You like my horsepower?
It's one. That's some serious horsepower. Traveling in style.
Always. Sunset Ranch. Come out have a ride.
Sunset Ranch, you got it.
Have to come have a ride.
Thank you. You just made YouTube.
Wonderful.
To conclude this week, we want to say that if you've ever thought about homeschooling or traveling, but you have kids and you don't know if homeschooling's for you, I would say, I mean, obviously you know yourself, but I would say try it. It definitely was not an obstacle for us because we had already had that experience. But homeschooling on the road is a whole different ball game, and it's fabulous. We would love to do a video just on homeschooling, but I don't know if that's what you want to see.
Yeah, let us know if that's something that would help you.
That would be, we'd be all over that.
We could do a deeper dive into how we bring travel and homeschool together.
What curriculum we use, with the help of some friends that have made some great suggestions. But it's something that is near and dear to our heart. We love the opportunity that we have with our children, and we would love to share that information if that's something you're interested in. So please let us know.
So far, our experience with the channel is to document it for each other, for our family and friends to follow along. But if that's a direction that you would like to see us go, we're glad to go there.
Yeah, we obviously want it to be helpful for you, and that is definitely a direction we want to take it. Not just to be our family photos that we are showing to the world, but we love that too. But what will help you? Come back next week.
See you next week. Thanks for watching.